the last year, you've undoubtedly seen countless videos that lunatics have uploaded to TikTok talking about their pronouns, and many of them are teachers openly bragging about how they're indoctrinating the children, and almost every single one of those clips was dug up by the Twitter account, the Libs of TikTok, which just got doxxed yesterday by the Washington Post, having her name and address published by the paper. Yes, they published her address. They linked directly to her real estate license, which had her home address on it. The psychotic self-described journalist responsible for the doxing, a creature named Taylor Lorenz, literally showed up to one of the relatives' homes of the woman, probably her parents, who took this photo of her at their front door, harassing them about the Twitter account. The creature admits in the Washington Post piece the reason she did this, and this is true, is because the Libs of TikTok Twitter account is largely responsible for Florida passing the anti-grooming bill, preventing teachers from indoctrinating the young children with LGBTQ, ABCDFG propaganda. Most news personalities basically live on Twitter, and it's been a goldmine for over 10 years of liberal lunatics and provides a direct view into their thought process because of their tweets. But few people thought about or spent the time to look through the hashtags to see what these people were posting over on TikTok. That's what the Libs of TikTok account did. All she would do is just find these videos and upload them to Twitter. But as the Babylon Bee noted, liberals raise concerns about an account that's making them look bad by just sharing their actual words. The woman who runs the account is doing a tremendous service, not just for the country, but for the entire human race. So the entire liberal media industrial complex is clamoring to get the account banned. And of course, they're trying to ruin her life, trying to get her fired from her job and make her unemployable ever again in the future. The craziest part about this is the creature who wrote this story for the Washington Post, Taylor Lorenz, was literally on MSNBC breaking down into tears and crying after she got doxxed, saying that it gave her PTSD and that she was suicidal because people were sending her mean tweets because, well, karma's a and her job at the Washington Post is to try to ruin people's lives.
I've had to remove every single social tie. I had severe PTSD from this. I contemplated suicide. It got really bad. You feel like any little piece of information that gets out on you will be used by the worst people on the internet to destroy your life. And it's so isolating.
And terrifying.
It's horrifying. I'm so sorry. It's overwhelming. It's really hard.
You may be wondering how this creature was able to identify the woman who runs the Libs of TikTok account, so I'll tell you so that hopefully it doesn't happen to anybody else. Unfortunately, she made a very careless mistake. When she registered her website, she either didn't buy the privacy protection to block out who registered the domain name, and unfortunately you can look that up and anybody can see that if you don't, or she registered with the privacy protection and it wasn't set on auto-renew and it expired, and then one of the trolls who were desperately trying to find out who she was went and looked it up, and there it was. I think she made another mistake, which is the same mistake that Carpe Diem made, which resulted in him getting doxxed as well, and that is, before she started the Libs of TikTok account, she had that Twitter account, but it was registered under her name. And you can change not only the display name, but you can also change the username on any Twitter account, like the @MarkDice. But the Twitter ID, which is a number, stays the same. And certain people capture and archive that metadata, and so somebody went back and checked and saw that it had previously been registered under her real name. Even if she hadn't made those mistakes with an account that grew that big and is causing that many problems for the liberal agenda, an employee within Twitter would have most likely leaked her geo-coordinates to some journalist, because Twitter knows the exact location of your phone every time you tweet. So they would have handed that internal information over to somebody, and she probably would have gotten found out eventually anyway, but it still sucks. Also, not to be the bearer of bad news, but I would be shocked if Twitter doesn't ban the account in the next several days or weeks. In fact, over the last week or two, they already issued 2 strikes against the account. So I don't know if they have a 3-strike policy. They might have a 5-strike policy, or with this much media attention, they may say, just due to a recent review of your account, we found numerous severe violations of the policies, and they'll probably ban it soon. Even if they don't, TikTok will probably send a cease and desist letter, if not just straight up file a lawsuit and sue the woman claiming that she's violating TikTok's trademark. They're going to pull out all the stops to try to get this account shut down. The only good news, I guess, at this point is that Elon Musk appears to be on the case. He hasn't tweeted about it, at least not yet at the time I'm recording this, but he did like one of the tweets from the Libs of TikTok account when she posted a link to the Babylon Bee article mocking all of the liberal lunatics who are upset about what the account posts. Literally every social media personality, pundit, and journalist has this woman's back. So even if Twitter ends up banning her account and Elon Musk doesn't buy Twitter and can't restore it, thankfully we have other viable, independent, alternative platforms where her work will continue. And to support my work, click the join button below my video to sponsor my channel for $5 a month, or click the thanks button to leave a super thanks in the comments, which is a way that you can tip the channel if you really like a video. Or you can sponsor me on Patreon for $5 a month, or however much you want by clicking the link in the description below. Your support's greatly appreciated no matter how big or small, so thanks again and stay tuned and I will see you soon.